Hello and welcome to the series. My name is Inge Patsch and welcome to the series Visions for a Better Future. Today I want to talk about the concept of GRADIDO. GRADIDO is a monetary, economic, social system developed by two Germans and they have spent, I think, 20 years in developing this idea. There is plenty of material out there and it roughly goes as follows. So the idea is that it's a very holistic concept. So it deals with the topic of how is money generated. It deals with the question of how can we finance public life? What about general basic income? So an active participation of everyone. It deals with taxes. It deals with the functions of money, such as hoarding or exchange, and with the idea of democracy. So it's a very integrative concept which has considered many aspects. And I'm just giving a very brief glimpse, and if you like it, you can always do more research out there. So where to start? Let's start from there. It has a notion of an active basic income, and it is this act of the active basic income which actually creates money monthly. So money creation is not done anymore, neither by private banks in the moment you give out loan, nor by central banks in the moment they issue bonds, for example, or they print cash money, but it is done in the moment when every month you receive your active basic income on your account. And they have considered that per person living in the nation where this is practiced, there is actually 1,000 units. So they call their unit, their monetary system, they call it GRADIDO, which is, let's say, it's equal to euro. So 1,000 units are created for the individual on the individual's bank account. And then on the municipality side, 1,000 GRADIDO are created for social purposes and 1,000 GRADIDO are created for the nature or restoration of nature, something I'll come back in a while. So active basic income, and I have made a different video about this, would mean that in a month, I think in their concept they say 20 hours in a month, you have to actively contribute to society. That could mean that you're like in any kind of production jobs and you do what you have been doing before, such as cutting hair, building houses, or writing software. But this could also mean, and that is what is broadening their understanding of work, so to say, this could be any caring work, be it to take care of your child at home or of elderly people at home, or engage in Red Cross Society, or restore nature. So again, I have made a separate video on this if you want to know more what would fall under this idea of active basic income. And then, as I said already, democracy is a very central aspect. So on the one hand, we would, of course, democratically decide what we consider an active contribution to society, but also what is done with this 1,000 units for the social and 1,000 units for the natural purpose would be decided in a democratic process. So what we see here in the picture is, for example, the Panchayat system, which has been working very well in India and in Nepal, has been unfortunately pushed away a bit by modern approaches. So it would be the community saying, okay, how should this 1,000 units of social purpose be used, for example? And I'm assuming that, of course, we would agree upon, okay, a certain amount would go into education, into healthcare, so all the things we are financing right at the moment. But in comparison to now, it would be this decision that there would be different processes, such as liquid democracy, for example, to say what is used for. The third money which is created, so the third round of 1,000 units, would go into a pot which is deliberately there to restore nature and to establish regenerative practices. So everything you do, from cleaning the ocean from plastic, reforestation, or whatsoever, so this pot would be there to finance these things. Last but not least, the money would have a decay. So otherwise, if we create every month like 3,000 units, you would have a super inflation after a while. So their idea is that same like every other thing, and they follow Gesell's idea, same like every other good on this planet, also money will decay, and after 2 years, all the value would be lost. This means that approximately every month, I think you have a loss, every quarter you would have a loss of 12.5%. This would lead to the fact that there would be no more hoarding, because if you just keep your money in your pocket, you would not have, it would lose its value within 2 years. And it would probably lead to that we say we give interest-free loans, because this would be a mean to keep the value. So that much about the idea of GRADIDO. I hope to have given you a very brief insight, and I hope that I have made you that much curious that you would check out more from their incredible work. Thanks for checking in, and bye-bye.